the island of Sitra carried a strange stillness before dawn, an otherworldly hush so complete. It felt as though even the sea withheld its breath. On this Ramadan night, the moon hung like a silver lantern above the quiet neighborhoods, washing the fisherman's quarter in soft light. A cool breeze moved gently through the narrow alleys, carrying with it the faint murmur of waves brushing the rocky shore. In a modest home near that shore lived Daniel, a teenager with a restless, wandering curiosity. He wasn't defiant, but his mind always drifted everywhere except toward the simple acts of devotion his father tried to nurture. To Daniel, big deeds mattered, things that made noise, that left visible marks. Waking up for Suhoor, rubbing sleep from his eyes just to eat before Fajr, felt too small to mean anything. His mother, Safiya, however, treated Suhoor with the tenderness of worship. Every night she prepared rice, eggs, warm bread, leftover stew, and a pot of mint tea that perfumed the whole house. Yet Daniel often stumbled to the table half awake, eating without spirit or skipped the meal entirely. "This can't change anything," he would mutter to himself. "It's just food." But on this night, Sitra was holding a story for him, quiet, folded, waiting. Across the alley lived Mahira, a widow whose eyesight had dimmed over the years. She survived on a small pension and the kindness of those who remembered her. Daniel barely noticed her. He walked past her house daily without seeing the soft glow of her lamp or the silence that wrapped around her home like an old shawl. Safiya saw what others overlooked. She always did. As she laid the suhoor dishes on the table that night, she said gently, "Daniel, wake with intention today. Blessings hide in places we overlook." He shrugged. "It's just a meal before dawn." Her smile held a quiet wisdom. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Take suhoor, for indeed there is blessing in it." Not every blessing comes loudly. Some come in whispers. A flicker stirred in him, small, but real. Before dawn, the sky stretched pale blue across the horizon. Daniel woke to a soft knock in his father's voice. "Come, son." Blessings often whisper before they are recognized. Daniel rose, pulling on a sweater against the cool air. They sat for suhoor, and for the first time he tasted the food, really tasted it, the warmth of the bread, the comfort of the tea, the stillness of the moment. Safiya watched him quietly, then placed a covered plate in his hands. "Take this to Mahira. She won't be able to prepare food at this hour." Daniel hesitated, then nodded, stepping outside. He carried the plate carefully, steam rising like a gentle prayer. When he knocked, Mahira opened the door slowly, her eyes widening. "Daniel?" "My mother wanted you to have suhoor," he said, suddenly unsure of his voice. Her face softened, lined with gratitude. "May Allah fill your life with light, child." Only then did he truly see the quiet weight of her solitude, sitting like an uninvited guest beside her. "May I help you set the table?" he asked gently. Her smile wavered, soft and grateful. "I would like that very much." Inside, her home was sparse but peaceful. Daniel set out the dishes, poured her tea, and helped her sit. When she raised her hands in dua, her voice wrapped around him like a warm blanket. "My son," she whispered, "people think goodness must be loud." But the strongest changes happened quietly before dawn, just like suhoor. Something inside him loosened. When he stepped outside again, dawn brushed the sky in soft pinks. The lighthouse flickered awake, birds began their fragile morning songs. He walked home feeling different, lighter, humbled. His father met him at the door. "Something's different about you." Daniel smiled softly. "Perhaps I finally see the truth." And he said, with certainty, there truly is blessing in suhoor. That Ramadan, everything changed. He woke early without complaint, prepared meals with his mother, and brought suhoor not only to Mahira but to others who needed it quietly. The neighborhood blossomed, kindness traveling from door to door, thread by thread. What began with one plate became a movement of mercy. And Daniel learned, small deeds, done sincerely, reshape the world, because blessings measure intention, not size.